So, g'day and welcome back to Gumadee's Coins and Banknotes, and today we are looking at something different than actual coins and banknotes that did circulate. So, we are looking at these Notgeld. So, these are Italian Notgeld from the 70s, and they are the most recent Notgeld that were issued as circulating currency. So, a lot of people know Notgeld from Germany. So that's where the name comes from. But these ones are called Miniassegno. So just mini little bearer securities. More like a money order. So if you ever got a money order for a post office, you pay money and you get issued something like a check, which has already been paid for. So obviously there's money there. With a check, you're not guaranteed that there's going to be money, but these ones were guaranteed to be of a value that's on the note. So this one's for 100 lira. So these started to be issued in 1975 by this bank here. So San Paolo in Torino. And this is the first issue. So this design here. So there are various banks. As if you look on the Wikipedia article, which I got most of my information from, because I can't really find that much information on these. So, the 10th of December 1975, this bank issued the first value at 100 lira, and apparently had an exchange rate of 14 US cents. So that's current exchange rate, it's about 20 Australian cents. So, if you take into inflation, that's probably about $10 now. So, not $10, about $1 now. So this is roughly equivalent to issuing a dollar banknote. So, but Australia hasn't had a shortage of currency, so we have since Federation. So we have not been required to actually issue these banknotes by various other institutions apart from the government. But in 1975, obviously Italy had a shortage of coins. So here's the coins that are in circulation at the time. Actually, get rid of those two. We have a few of them. So we've got the 20 lira. So these were first issued in the 1950s. But the main coins that we are talking about is the 50 and 100 lira. So this was the highest coin in circulation, the 100 lira. And the lowest banknote they issued was a 500 lira. Now there is a silver 500 lira, but that one was not minted after 1970, and it seems to have fallen out of circulation or been withdrawn, because all the ones after 1967 were only issued in uncirculated sets. So I'd say because, in the late 60s there was a withdrawal of silver coins, but 1975 they were not in circulation. And then we have other denominations. So the 200 lira is not issued until 1977, and that would have, I'd say that was most likely issued because of the shortage of 50 and 100 liras. So they needed something to plug the gap between the 100 and the 500 lira. And the 500 lira coin, well, they did have a banknote, so there was no shortage of banknotes. But this was only issued in 1982. Okay, so these two coins are what we are talking about. So this is the shortage that they had of these coins. So here's the back of them. And these are just steel. So as to the shortage of these coins, I'm not too sure. There's various rumours going around, like there was a shortage of blanks. The mint couldn't get their act together to actually order enough stuff to mint these coins. But we'll have a look at the mintages and see that that's not really true. Two, these coins being taken away and been made into watches and jewellery and stuff like that. But, there might have been some taken away for that, but I don't think so. I would just say, personally, I reckon during the 1960s, there was probably just enough coins issued for circulation. And then, for some reason, there was just a big need for coins. So obviously there was probably economic increase, and the mint was taken by surprise, so they didn't have enough time, or they just miscalculated and they didn't order enough stuff to actually mint enough coins for what was needed by the public. Anyway, okay, so that's the first banknote, and it has the emblem, so that looks like a Venetian whatever, probably St. George, not too sure. A lot of them have this print down there, which is part of the serial number, so this number is the same as that, but we have extra numbers, and most of them are dated. So this one's the 17th of the 8th, 1976, and they have place of issue Torino. And on the back we usually have some design on some of them, but not all of them, and a lot of them also have a watermark. So yeah, not seeing the watermark is down below here. So it looks like a Syracuse tetradrachm, which, wow, I like that coin. Anyway, so they all have watermarks. So the lowest value they did issue is the 50 lira. Once again, this is a different bank, but obviously a lot of these were printed by the same company. And if this costs, like 5 liras to print, then obviously they could sell them for, I don't know, even if they sell them for 10 lira and they were issued for 50 lira, then someone made money, probably quite a few people. So this was issued in Milano, and the date is okay, up the top, 26th of April 1977. Now, as you can see on the back, this one doesn't have anything fancy, just has a signature, Girate. Well, I don't speak Italian. So that's the only 50 lira. Most of them were issued in 100 lira. So here's one from Veneto, province di Udine. So this one's not on Numista, so I need to put that in. 100 lira. And this one looks horrible. Bank Ambrosiano. And that is, okay, Milano. So also issued in Milan, 1977. And I would say initially there was a need to issue these banknotes, but then people saw that the initial bank was getting away with them, and they decided just to issue some of their own just to make extra profit. Okay, so here we have one from another 100. Where, see, I don't speak Italian, so I'm not too sure. Yeah. Okay, so this one, Capital Society. Yeah, I don't know where that was issued. Versino. Not in the back. Yeah, just boring. See, there's the watermark. Another one. You can see the watermark. Okay, this is Furilli. So I believe, and they're obviously issued by the same people, 1977 again. Looks like we have an image of the bank there. And you can see the designs starting to repeat. So obviously, I would say a lot of these were the same designer, just for different banks. Okay, so this is the first one I got. This is also issued in Milan. So it seems like a lot of them issued in the north. 1976. And it seems to have been, gee, I don't know how many banks. 42 banks, 835 different issues. So some of them are going to be scarce. Okay, Lombard, 1977. And I'm not too sure if these were made illegal or they were legal tender in the first place. Actually, no, they weren't legal tender. They were just like you could actually cash them in for the actual coin. Okay, watermark on that one. Yeah, see, they all have watermarks. So this is Trieste, also in the north. Bank buildings. Casa di whatever. Okay, 1976. This one's well circulated. So obviously these did circulate. And this one is printed by a different printer. Nothing special on the back. Don't see a watermark, but probably does. It's just too damaged. Obviously, a lot of them didn't see circulation as well. So is that that looks like a saint, but I'm not too sure what saint. So this one's 1977. Were issued in Sao Paulo, Brescia, wherever Brescia is. Provincia di Brescia. Yep. Okay. Now this one, watermark again. Any watermark? Nah. So this one is, yeah, I wish they just issued a province. Oh, looks like Milano again. Okay, so that's not too bad. So they do say that some of them have good images, but obviously these ones are just written, so they're more designed like a check or bearer's check than an actual banknote. So to distinguish it from being legal tender. Okay, Cuneo. And you can actually get these for about $1 each. Salento. Obviously issued by the same company. Not on the back, they usually have a signature on the side. So yeah, when they're like that, you expect it. And this one, Italiano. And also, the Vatican didn't issue these. They didn't issue banknotes at all, but San Marino did. So the San Marino ones are a bit harder to get, and they should be more expensive than the Italian ones. So this one, guys, this one got a value, not a total issue value of 10 billion lira. So take 3 zeros off, it's 10 million. Okay, 100 lira. This one's a bit different. Roma. Issued in Roma. Okay. Okay, so here we have, as far as I know, the first one myself. Looks like that one's got the coin, texture, drachm of, what is it? Syracuse, that's it. Nearly forgot the actual city. Okay, this is issued in Sicily, 100 lira. Quite a nice banknote. And, oh yeah, it's got the coin on both sides, and it has 4 horses drawing a chariot, probably with Hermes in the actual chair. Although I'm not too sure on that god. Okay, another 100. Ferreira, wherever Ferreira it is. Bologna. So I think that's in the south as well. Nice colourful one. So this is Sicily one I like the best because it had a coin on it. And Milan, so in the north. This one, Carole. Yeah, no idea what that is. In 1977. And it has looks like a medal. So is that similar to the, okay, that is similar to, oh no, it's someone. I think, oh that's right, the have a 100 lira, wherever I put my Italian coins. Okay, looks like this one here. But this coin was issued in the 90s, so it had no bearing on that. Oh, nice colourful one from Tione. And yeah, I like that colour. So this is 150 lira. So obviously they did issue different denominations, and this one's better. On the back it has some images or of the place where it was issued. This one's a bit boring. Another 150 lira. And obviously it's been printed by a typewriter, looks like. 1977. Okay, then you get 200 lira. This is from Bergamo. And a larger one from Emile. Yeah, and on, another Milan coin banknote. Okay, another 200. Brescia. And then we got 300. And I think the highest value they issued is 350. 300. This one's a bit thinner. The watermark is pretty good. And I like that one because it's just plain white with our printing. So it's like the earliest banknotes that were printed. And Ligure. and Genova. So it's also in the north. So it's basically, yeah, so obviously you can get a haul like that, and you can get a whole bunch of different Notgeld issued for Italy because, you know, the government just had a problem with minting coins, and then they had to issue the 200 lira because they problem issued the 50 and 100. So if you come to Numistar, you can see that they do have a wide selection of different banknotes. So here we have the 100 liras, and obviously there's a lot of banknotes that I don't have, and I call them banknotes, you know, because they're a note and they're issued by a bank, and basically people just accepted them as legal tender. So it doesn't have to be a government that issues them. China for a lot of time did allow people to issue their own coins, and the initial banknotes that were issued in China were basically, where is it? Okay, these flying cash, which were issued sometime in the Tang Dynasty. So, okay, so if we go to Italy, we look at the coins they issued. Okay, so here's the 50 lira. If we go down to the mintages, we can see that huge mintage in 1950s. Then in the 1960s, the mintage seems to be not too low, but probably just enough. And then we get to the 1970s, they kept on doing the same thing. And then there was a demand, so in 1974 they issued 63 million. But then there was a big problem in 1975, which probably originated earlier. And then the banks issued their own banknotes, but the mint did start minting a lot more coins. So it's 86 million, 1976, 180 million, 77, 293 million, 78, 416, 79, 315. So obviously these mintages was enough to overcome the shortage of coinage. And then once again, because they issued a huge amount of coins and they issued the 200 lira, there was probably no need for such a huge amount of coinage. And the same with the 100 lira. So we have, once again, a huge mintage, 50s, 60s, a little bit lower. Then 1970s kept the same, and then 1975 they had to increase mintage, so they pretty much tripled it. And then in 1977 it's pretty much like 10 times what they were issuing previously, probably 5 to 10 times, with 78, 79 about 350 million coins. And once again, because they issued the 200 lira, there was no need for coins, so that mintage just crashed. So the 200 lira, okay, so 1978 when they issued a huge amount of coins, 461 million. This really ended the shortage of coinage. Okay, 1979, 487 million. And once again, because they issued huge numbers in the 80s, the numbers crashed, and they only picked up in the 90s again, when obviously they need sufficient coinage. And okay, so 500 lira. Obviously the last was 1967, that was replaced by banknote. And then they issued the coin that just would replace the banknote. Wouldn't really have affected the actual 150 lira. Okay, well look at that, 199 bucks for a common coin. Okay, here's the article on Wikipedia if you want to look it up. But if you want to look at these banknotes, okay, so here we have sold values. So as you can see, they don't sell for that much, and these are in US dollars, so you need to times it by probably 1.6 for Australian dollars, or whatever currency you use. And as you can see, these don't sell for too much, probably about $4 or $5 each. So as you can see, there's lots of different types you can actually buy with. Yeah, I actually like that one, looks quite nice. And most of them are in 100 lira. Then we have some other ones that are not associated with it. There's a 200 lira, pretty boring, that one. Goes with that one too. 1970, why is it 1975? So, mini voucher check. So, you need to, that is, yeah, so obviously these were issued, this is probably different. So we're looking at something different, so I'm not too familiar with that. Okay, you gotta, so voucher checks and the actual Notgeld are different. These are probably just like, you collect so many and you can go in there and buy something with it instead of it being used as a replacement for coinage. Okay, and then you got Chinese ones there, don't worry about those. Okay, so basically that's what you're doing. Okay, let's go down the bottom and see what happens. Yeah, $2, yeah, so there's 150 lira. I don't see, 250, 300, and a lot of them were probably just collected by collectors at the time period, or there were massive amounts left over from the bank, and then because the internet come along, they sold them. Anyway, so that's basically my foray into Italian Notgeld. Whether I'm going to actually get the whole collection, yeah, I don't know. But if you're interested, let me know which of these you actually like, or if you have any, which one is your favorite, because it's just very interesting how a modern country can actually have a problem with coins. And I think India still has this problem. United States did go through it, I think, during the cough, but Australia doesn't seem to have suffered anything like this. Anyway, thank you and hooroo.